Hiya, my name is Poke King, but you can just call me King. And today, me and the wonderful Kdog are going to be doing a little bit of an unscripted type video where we just talk about our predictions for the new Pokemon Legends Z-A game, if that is how you say it. Both of us don't know. But yes, we are here today to discuss predictions for the game. I don't know, just general hopes for what it's going to be like and stuff like that. And Kdog, if you want to introduce yourself, go right ahead.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Kdog. I'm a variety content creator with a primary focus, I'd say, on Pokemon. I do love Pokemon very much. It's one of my favorite franchises. Happy to be here.
Yes, thank you for coming onto the channel. It's your first time on my channel. May I just say that you have some lovely model art. It's so beautiful. Just, who is the artist who did it? It's so good. No, for those of you who don't know, I did make Kdog's model, so I'm just stroking my own ego really quickly. But anyways, we are gonna jump into this here. And like I said, it's completely unscripted. I'm just kind of like going off of my own thoughts, and I'm not very good at organizing those thoughts if I don't write them down, but I'm gonna try my best. Kdog will probably have some better formed opinions and thoughts, but yeah, this is unfiltered, unscripted, real life. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to try my best to edit out things, but I also kind of want to keep it very natural and without a lot of editing, trying to go for like that podcast feel. If y'all like this type of video, by the way, let me know, because I'd be down to do other collabs and stuff with Kdog or like other people as well in this type of style of just kind of, you know, shooting the shit and stuff like that. So yeah, let's jump into it though.
All right. So obviously, first things first, we gotta know, how do we both feel about that trailer?
Honestly, I think it was good. I feel like I wanted a little bit more from it because I feel like we didn't really get a lot of insight on what to expect in the game, because my first thing with it is I don't know at what point does this game take place. Is this going to be another past version of Lumos City with like in the same vein as Legends Arceus where it's ancient times, or is it set in the future? Because the trailer kind of made it look like it was set in the future, but I really don't know. And I think that that's where I wanted maybe a little bit more clarification from the trailer, but I do still think that it was really well done. It hyped me up enough to be super excited. Like my live stream, I was just screaming the whole time. So like, it did hype me up a lot. That little bit at the end with the little mega evolution sign, oh my god, that was ingenious. That was a perfect moment of the trailer. And then they just ended the whole stream after that, which was good. I think it was good. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
I feel like it definitely took me for quite the surprise because, you know, with all the rumors going around of how they have been from either Gen 2 or Gen 5, people were thinking that, like, you know, oh, Scarlet and Violet, the Indigo Disc, it takes place in Unova, so it must be a Gen 5 remake. Throws the bombshell.
Yep.
Pokemon Z is real.
Yep. It's just out of nowhere. It was, I think, very unexpected. I did not think that was going to happen. I was expecting either a Johto or a Unova thing. I was not expecting to revisit Kalos at all. This just came out of nowhere. And I immediately thought of you, actually, when we did not get Black and White news. I was like, oh my god, I feel so bad, because I know that Black and White is like one of your favorites, if not, it is your favorite, like, mainline Pokemon game, right? So, I don't know. I felt bad, but...
You know, hot take? I didn't think we needed Gen 5 remakes this soon, to be honest with you. I think the games are well polished enough, and we just didn't need Gen 5 remakes this soon, in my opinion.
You know, that's fair. I respect that opinion, especially as somebody who... Because Gen 4 is my favorite. So Diamond and Pearl, the BDSP remakes, I was so hyped for it, and it didn't really turn out how I thought it was going to. And I feel like just because they kind of rushed it, they tried something different, but I feel like they still kind of rushed it. So you know what? I respect that. and I completely agree. Maybe they just take a little bit more time to kind of flesh out a remake for Black and White. The main reason I wanted a remake for Black and White, though, is because I haven't played the original games fully, which I know that you've been telling me I need to, which I will at some point. Be it... I will. Like, be it I play it on an emulator or I manage to find a copy of the actual game that isn't $1 billion, I'll end up playing it at some point. I will. But I think that's why I wanted to get the remakes, because I'm like, oh, if it's remade, I'll play it, you know, because it will be on the Switch. It'll be easily accessible. But I guess I could just play the original game. Emulators exist. I guess I could just play the original game at some point. But yeah, I thought the teaser was good. Left us with a lot of unanswered questions, but a lot of theorizing, I think, that we can make from it, just from the little bit that we saw about like the redevelopment plan and the layout of the city and stuff like that. I think there's a lot that was unanswered, but a lot for us to kind of dig deep into and get us hyped, I guess, for the game coming out in 2025 too. They're not releasing it this year, which I think was a good idea. I really think it was a good idea. It's probably for the best that they don't release it this year.
Yes, thank God. Because we know Pokemon and Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, they're notorious for their crunch time. Mm-hmm. Their games in recent generations, like both Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet, they were known for having that crunch time. So it at least feels nice that like they're actually going to take their time with this game. They want this game to be big.
Yeah, I think that, and this is kind of like me going off on a little bit of a sidebar here, but everybody was also kind of concerned when they said, oh, it's going to take place entirely within one city. But I feel like for Pokemon, focusing on one location, having that time to flesh out everything that's in it, they're going to make something that's actually polished and not a glitchy, laggy mess that we've kind of experienced with the other Switch titles. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to fully take advantage of their time, fully polish the game, and make something that's really good. And I feel like they're in that, like, they're stepping into that direction. So fingers crossed, that's my hope. Please, please, Game Freak, please do something good with it. Like, I really need to have a good fleshed out game. It's been a hot minute, and I think that they can do it. So here's hoping.
Yeah, I was also hearing like some complaints about that concept being entirely within Lumio City, and I'm just like, do people not know that they can just scale up the city?
Right.
Like a Grand Theft Auto city. Do you know how big that would be for Pokemon standards?
Right.
It would be bigger than the Legends Arceus map. I can't confirm that like 100%. I haven't played GTA in recent days, so don't quote me on that. It would still be a really huge map, like if they scale it to like a Grand Theft Auto size city.
Oh, 100%. I feel like the folks who are saying like, oh, it's too small, blah, 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 I think that they're thinking it's going to be exactly like the X and Y version of it, like on the 3DS, which is a very silly notion to think about. But GTA is huge. And you think about like not even GTA, like other games like Stray was set in pretty much all one city, and there was so many places to explore in that game. Burnout Paradise also set in one city, and there was so many things. Even like the Spider-Man games that have been coming out, all set in one city, but they're huge. They're huge games, and I definitely think that Pokemon's gonna take some, maybe not on such a massive scale of some of the examples I just gave, because it is Pokemon. My my hopes are a little like with them, but I feel like they're obviously gonna upscale it, and you're gonna be able to explore a lot of places, not only in the exterior of the city, but the interior of the buildings and stuff like that. I could also see them developing a lot more and just giving you a lot more places to explore and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Oh, I got an interesting idea.
Go for it.
Let's talk about who could be the starters
Ooh.
With Mega Evolutions coming back, it may be unlikely that a Gen 1 starter pops up.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, too, a lot of the love from the Pokemon in Legends Arceus, pretty much all of them were not from Sinnoh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the starters, the ones who got, like, Hisuian forms, they weren't from Sinnoh. Like, I can't even think of a single Sinnoh Pokemon that, like, got a treatment like that.
I don't think that there was one because all the starters were not from Sinnoh and they all got different forms. And then there's like Growlithe, again, not from Sinnoh. Zora was not from Sinnoh. Zora is kind of weird because I feel like they weren't from Sinnoh, but they were in that same generation a little bit in the movies and stuff. So I don't know, that's kind of like a weird one. But there wasn't a Gen 4 Pokemon specifically that got a Hisuian form. So that is a fair point. I also think that we were robbed. I think we should have got Hisuian Bidoof. But I'll take regular Bidoof for what it's worth.
As we could tell from this gameplay footage, I am wearing a Bidoof mask.
Yes, I strongly approve of that.
So totally no bias there.
We love Bidoof. Bidoof, you know what? I'm gonna redo my entire model, and they're gonna wear a Bidoof hat instead of a Mimikyu hat. That's my 4.0 model. The Bidoof. Bidoof King is what it will be.
Oh no.
Oh god. But no, I think that's a fair point. When I think about the starters too, like if you think about X and Y, you technically got two starters. Because you got your Kalos starters, but then Professor Sycamore gave you Kanto starters too, like midway through the game. Because they all have Mega Evolutions as well as the... Well, no, do the Kalos starters have Megas? They don't, do they?
No, the only one who got a different form was Ash Greninja.
Yeah. Okay. So that's also kind of weird, but that's another topic entirely. But maybe in these games, maybe we'll even get the Kalos starters with Megas for those starters, or we get a kind of a jumble of starters like we did with Legends Arceus. What starters would you want to have? Like, what are your top 3 starters that you would want to see in this game? And also considering that they'd probably get Mega Evolutions too.
Oh, it's such a hard question.
I know.
Some of my favorites, like Mudkip, already have a Mega Evolution.
True.
So I don't know if they would want to, like, give starters who already have a Mega another one, unless you're Charizard.
We're not going to talk about that.
Personally, what I think is going to happen is they're just going to do a jumble of starters like they did with Legends Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the starters are going to come from Gens 4, 5, and 8. Or maybe not Gen 5. I'm gonna go off on a limb here and say one of them will be a Paldean starter.
You know what? I think that that's fair. It probably will be. Because
Think about this.
Yeah.
Paldea and Kalos are like right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Kalos being inspired by France and Paldea inspired by Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So, who I want to see really bad, maybe not so much like some of my favorites, but some who deserve the love, in my opinion. I would say, I think I would love to see a Turtwig, like a new Torterra form.
That would be good.
I would love that.
That would be cool. And like you could see the rocks on its back turn into more like metal formations and stuff or something. I think that would be freaking sick. 100%. We definitely, like, for me, I need a Gen 4 starter in there at some point, like, please. And obviously mine's gonna be Piplup, like that would be my pick. A Mega Empoleon, I think would go so hard. I have no ideas for how that would look, but I think it would be freaking sick.
I feel like that would personally, like, be my pick too from Gen 4. Up with Mega Empoleon. But I think another one that could be potentially interesting is from Gen 8, and it's Score Bunny.
Yeah, I could see that.
I want to see like Like, and I believe this is a typing that is yet to be used in Pokemon, but I want to see a Fire Fairy Cinderace. Please.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't think there is a Fire Fairy type yet. That would be freaking sick.
Yeah, no, that would be so cool. And I think... Oh, for Aldea? That's interesting because...
It's gonna be between Sprigatito and Fuecoco, though. Like, I could not see them doing Quaxley. Which is mean, but I could not see them doing Quaxley.
It's like, no, we don't have the love for Quaquaval.
No, I just can't.
I'm sorry, you dancing duck, but you're just not it.
No, and you know what? I know that people like Quaxley. I understand the appeal to a certain point. I just don't think that he will be making a return anytime soon, which is unfortunate. But like when you're put between Meowscarada and why am I forgetting Fuecoco's final evolve?
Oh, Skeledirge.
Skeledirge, yeah. Like when you're put against Meowscarada and Skeledirge, that's tough competition. You know what I mean? I just feel like there was so much more fanfare for Sprigatito and Fuecoco that Quaxley will just be left behind. R.I.P. R.I.P. Quaxley, you will be missed. But no, I think that those are like good choices. So you think Turtwig, Scorbunny, and then
I don't want to do Quaxley. Wait a minute. I didn't think that through.
Well, not Quaxley. I think you didn't pick Quaxley. I was just talking about Quaxley. So you can pick something else. I kind of just inceptioned Quaxley into the conversation. I didn't mean to.
Okay, here's what I actually think it's gonna be.
Okay.
So I want to see Piplup.
Okay, fair. I agree.
I want to see Fuecoco.
Okay, Sprigatito would have been my choice, but I respect Fuecoco. It probably would be Fuecoco out of the three anyways, so that's fair.
I mean, come on, I love that derpy.
I know. He is good. He is good. I will give him that.
And for the grass type, that could be the interesting choice actually, because I feel like there are tons of grass starters that could work. Like we could get Snivy.
Snivy's good.
Chespin.
Or Trico.
You know, for all we care about.
True. Chikorita hasn't been utilized, I think, at all in anything for a very long time, so that's fair. Trico would be another one, but he does already have a Mega, from what I remember.
Yeah, the Hoenn starters did get one.
Yeah.
Let's assume that they may give another. Because, like, keep in mind, this could also be a regional form.
True, they could have different ones, yeah. They could all...
Mudkip. I want Mudkip.
Okay, how would you feel, just real quick, how would you feel if the regional form for Mudkip, he just had a beret and a baguette? That was it. That's your Kalos Mudkip.
My personal it would be funny.
Oh god, and then like the other ones would have like a mime look to it or something. I'm just thinking like the most stereotypical French nonsense. Good lord. Anyway, sorry, I've now put the image of Mudkip with a baguette and a beret into your mind. I apologize for that.
I mean, just like imagine the possibilities they could do with the starters. Like, just like what they did with the Hisuian starters.
Mm-hmm. And they made good choices with those, yeah.
Yeah, just like the potential choices they could be. Like, we could have new Megas, we could have new typings, we could have well, not sure how you're going to do that for the water starter, because water's been with every typing. Yes, even water fire.
Mm-hmm.
But like we could have some like potentially unique typings. Like I said, before, Fire Fairy.
Yep,
I think that would be a really cool type.
100%.
Oh, what else could be potentially a unique typing? Because let's see, we have Grass Fairy, so that wouldn't be. We have Grass Steel.
We have Grass Fire now, too. I was like, that would be cool, but we already have that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to pull up a list to see what typings we don't have. There's got to be, like, a lot, but...
Like, there has to be some.
Is there a Grass Electric type?
Mo Rotom.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the only unique starter typing that we have yet to have is Fire Fairy. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I mean, I knew water had every typing, but grass? I did not know that. Interesting.
Well, you'll learn something new every day. I didn't know that either, though, honestly. I thought that there was at least something. But to be fair, like, the Grass Electric type being a haunted lawnmower, like, come on. We could get something cooler than that. I don't know. Some of the Rotom forms I feel like are a little silly. I love Rotom, but we could have something more.
Actually, all of them are pretty silly when you think about it. I mean, except for base Rotom.
True.
Because, like, we got a possessed washing machine, a possessed lawnmower, a possessed microwave oven,
Yep.
a possessed refrigerator, and a possessed electric fan.
And also a possessed Pokedex, which is not one that you can use in battle, but it exists. And he also possesses phones, too, because, you know, that's just how the technology works in Pokemon. Also, I'm looking at a list here. I don't know if this is updated or not. It's like a chart of all the dual typing. Is there not a bug dragon type?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, Mega Flygon, come on now. It's his time to shine. We have a spot for him. Oh my god.
Flygon should have been Bug Dragon from the...
I know. And I feel like this, moving on to another prediction, and other people have said this before too, we need that in this game. 100%. If Mega Flygon is not there and is not a Bug Dragon type, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cry. Like, please. Make it happen, please.
That's actually an interesting lead to our next topic, which would be if some new Pokemon got Megas, who would they be?
That's a good question. Score Bunny, I think you hit, like... You hit that 100%. I feel like we need...
Nail in the coffin.
100%. 100%. I need that now. You've spoken it into existence, and I need that now in my life. Fire Fairy Mega Score Bunny needs to happen. Don't know what that would look like, but I need to see it. Mega Bidoof. Mega B-Barrel. Please. Do you understand how good that would be? And also, you say, like, I'm here for the memes. Pokemon made freaking Dunsparce. You're telling me that wasn't for the memes? It's like that. Come on. They've done it before. I
can't believe they Dunsparce evolve.
The Dunsparce kind of slaps. I'm gonna be real. Like, it's silly, but kind of slaps.
Or, as I like to call him,
yeah, Dunsparce. On that topic, maybe we need... Is it Shuckle? Shuckle doesn't have anything.
Oh gosh, are we gonna ask for a Shuckle evolution?
I would like Mega Shuckle, please. Thank you. That's on my my freaking order for this game. My Uber Eats order for this game. Mega Shuckle, please. We're just gonna get a bunch of Megas that are just silly. Okay, I'll give you a real one. Mega Luxray. I think that would be cool.
Ooh, that'd be a really interesting...
Yeah. There's my real answer, not the memes. That's a real answer. My only real answer of the video. No. But I think Mega Luxray would be cool. For sure. And that's not... Well, it might be my Sinnoh bias kind of creeping in, but I think Luxray is cool.
No, that's totally Sinnoh bias.
I know. But still. I'm trying to think of other generations. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, like, oh my god, why didn't I think this before? Mega Mimikyu. Please. That would be freaking awesome. And it could be like he is in his true form and not with the cloth on him. That would be a cool idea. Even though the lore...
Would be so cool.
Yeah, even though the lore would say that you would die looking at it, I think it would be really cool. What about you? What do you think for megas? Or sorry, you were gonna say something else if you want to chime in. I cut you off. I didn't mean to.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the fact that we both love Mimikyu, like that's such a great idea.
Yes. Mega Mimikyu, true form or something like that. Be so good. I want that now. Fairy, Fire, Score Bunny, and Mega Mimikyu. And also Mega Bibarel, but that can be put on the back burner. That's fine. So yeah, for you, what are the Pokemon that you think would get megas, or that you want to see get megas?
Oh, what would I like for megas? That's such a hard question because there's so many good, like there's just so many Pokemon who either deserve a mega, or I just love them so much that I just want a mega from them.
Like Mega Volcarona or something? That'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
Actually,
Or have you had enough of Volcarona?
What do I feel about Mega Volcarona? Because we just got Slitherwing.
True.
So even though I love Volcarona to death, it is my favorite Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd want Mega Volcarona, but I wouldn't
Be opposed to it. Yeah.
be opposed to it.
That's fair. That's fair. I do feel that because we did just kind of get the past and present forms of a lot of Pokemon, so I don't think that we would get megas of those exact Pokemon within the new game just because we just got new forms of them. So that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, what would I want? So many Pokemon. There's freaking 1,000 of them.
Yeah, like there's more than 1,000 Pokemon. There is a lot to choose from. Also to think like we're opening this door again. I thought that megas were done, but now it's like, nope, they're back in our lives. It's like, this is not even something I can fathom. It's really crazy that Pokemon has just been like, oh, here, megas are back. Just opens up so many possibilities. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, no, that definitely shocked me because like after like Gen 7, which technically had megas, but they were mostly from the opponents.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I thought they were completely done with megas. I was so shocked to see them come back.
Me too. Like it is wild. I'm like, and it's crazy because I put a short up a couple days before the Pokemon Presents, and it was me ranking the gimmicks, and I put megas at number 1 as my favorite, and I was like, I miss them so much. And then for Pokemon to just drop this, it's like, holy hell, what just happened? I didn't think it was real at first. It's like, there's no way that this is happening right now.
Okay. I think I have a couple ideas for megas.
Okay, let's hear them.
I think one cool one would be Mega Staraptor. I love that bird.
Ooh, that would be good. That would be cool. I'm surprised Staraptor has not gotten a Mega at all, or even like a different form. Why did we get... First of all, hold on a minute. In Legends Arceus, why did we get like Hisuian Braviary, but we did not get Hisuian Staraptor? That seems a bit weird, right? Like, it doesn't really compute. Not to mention, in Pokemon Rangers Shadows of Omea, you use Staraptors to fly to other places. That's what you do in that game. It's a mechanic in there. Like, come on now. It was right there, and they were like, no. We're gonna pick America instead.
America.
Yeah, we're picking America and making it have fire on its face. There you go. That's your transportation. Oh, Lord. But Omega Staraptor would slap.
Yeah, I'm also just trying to think of potential Kalos Pokemon that could get one, too.
let's be real here. When I think about Kalos, I can't even think about like original Kalos Pokemon. There's not a lot, and I feel kind of bad, but there is not a lot.
Like, I feel like the only ones I remember from Gen 6 are Sylveon and Goodra, like off the top of my head.
Yeah. And what is it? Frou or Frou, the dog that you can give haircuts to? Yes. I like that one. I remember that one. That's literally it. Was Pyroar Kalos one?
Yeah, they were Kalos. They were in the trailer too.
Yeah, so that could be a possibility if they get a Mega. I don't really know what that would look like, but it could be something. Yeah, like it could be something. They do something else with it. It's kind of just a lion right now. So, oh my god, Mega Klefki. That's what we need.
Oh, that one.
We need Mega Klefki. He turns into car keys instead. I have a list of Kalos Pokemon now. This is a very small list. Mega Noivern might be interesting. That could be cool.
Ooh, that would be a really interesting one.
Even Halucha. I do kind of like Halucha. I think his design's pretty cool. Kind of play around with that.
I completely forgot about Halucha.
Yeah.
How can I forget the Luchador?
Halucha's kind of sick, I'm gonna be real. I think that could make a really cool Mega. Give him some, like, Machamp muscles or something. That would kind of be cool.
Oh, that would be really cool. I would love to see Mega Halucha, actually.
Furfro. I don't know how to say that. I guess, Pangoro was also a Kalos Pokemon. That would be kind of cool, too, to see. Goat, maybe. Diggersby, Mega Diggersby. That would be a mistake. I hope they don't do that. That's literally it for Kalos. Like, I don't even think that there's anything else on here that I would want to see have a Mega. Like, it's alright, but...
It kind of sucks, too, because Kalos had a very underwhelming roster of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Like, original to that region, 100%. There was not a lot, and they just kind of picked a lot of stuff from other regions and just kind of mashed it all together in one, but be interesting to see.
Like, just with quality and quantity, I just think it was severely lacking.
Mm-hmm. I really hope that this game expands on a lot more of not only the Pokedex, but more of, like, the world building and stuff like that. Because I feel, and I know that maybe this is a prediction, I don't know. This is my theory. I feel like there's a chance that the redevelopment plan could possibly be taking place after the war that was kind of talked about within Kalos in the story. That wasn't really fleshed out, but it was in conversations. So I think that they could probably take it in that way and have it like the city is trying to redevelop after whatever war happened. I definitely want to see, what's his name? AZ or AZ, I guess is how you would say it. But
that would actually be such an amazing concept. Yeah, because like we gotta remember, AZ was there.
Mm-hmm.
Or that happened. We don't really see much of like what happened at the War of Kalos. Back then, we only really see like screenshots of it. But yeah, no, I just think that would be such an amazing idea. Like they go back to the war. Like maybe they don't like reveal like no. I'm trying to my brain is scattered right now.
All good. My brain is always scattered. That's me all the time. You're fine.
Yeah, but like they go back, maybe show scenes of the war that happened in Kalos.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think the game is gonna take place like when that happened, because keep in mind that was 3,000 years ago,
Yeah.
before X and Y happened. So I feel like they may take that as the backstory when it comes to the urban redevelopment plan for. Honestly, I just think that's such an amazing idea that would be wasted if they didn't use it. And then they just bring back AZ.
Yeah. I think because when you think about it, that's such a great point, like, or a great point in time for them to work off of, to be like, okay, well, this war happened. Maybe there was a lot of things that kind of happened after the war that got them to a point where they have to redevelop the city, and that's where this game takes place. And while we're redeveloping it, and this is a long shot, but maybe there would be moments where we would uncover more of the history of what happened, and either through talking to characters like AZ, or, you know, exploring places or investigating things, we kind of see some flashbacks that happened when the war was taking place to build almost a story in the background of what we're actually playing. I think that would be interesting. Will it happen? Probably not. Like, this is Pokemon. It's supposed to be a rated E for everyone game. Will they show flashbacks of a war? I don't think so. But it'd be a really interesting concept to work with.
Oh, come on. Have you seen the Pokédex? They do not care.
Okay, fair. I guess you're right, but...
I mean, they brought that up in X and Y in the first place.
That's fair. That's fair.
I just feel like that's a bit of a stretch that they wouldn't, like, at least mention it. You know? Yeah, no, that rated E for everyone.
Rated E for everyone. You can't have slot machines in your game, but please have a Pokemon that if you look at it, you will die of a heart attack. That's totally fine. I will say this is my theory I was talking about before we started recording. I have a personal theory that the fact that this takes place in a city and entirely in the city is because Pokemon doesn't want to render trees anymore. Because you know I'm probably correct. There's gonna be one tree in this game in like a potted plant or something, and they're going to spend like 2 months rendering the one tree to be like, we're beating the bad tree allegations today.
Oh my god.
Oh lord.
I hate that you're probably right. Oh my god, you're probably right. They probably just didn't want to.
No more trees. They're like, nope, this pave the whole place, no grass, no trees, just buildings and road. That's it.
Oh, good lord.
I do want to get your take on this though. Do you, and this is like something I talked about briefly on Twitter in a post that wasn't very educational at all. Do you think we'll see Professor Sycamore again in like a younger sense, kind of coming up as a Pokemon professor? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that will happen? I hope it does, but like that's just me wanting to see Professor Sycamore more. That's all I'll say about that.
Well, since we still don't know like when this is taking place, it's hard to tell.
True.
Because like if maybe this was like just like a little like maybe a couple decades before X and Y happened, then yes, I can likely see us seeing Professor Sycamore. But if this is like way in the past, we could have another like
an ancestor. Yeah.
Character like we had for like Cyrus, and like Cynthia had an ancestor in Volo.
She had two, because Kogita was also like her ancestor too. So it could be a possibility. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just want to see Professor Sycamore back in a game.
Since we don't know when the game's taking place, it's hard to tell at this point in time. We just need more info.
100%. And I think that it's because the way the teaser was, it could go either way, where this takes place in the way past or just a little bit in the past or even in the future. Because the way the trailer kind of looks with its Tron aesthetic, it could also take place in the future. And I've seen a lot of people talk about that too. And I'm like, I really don't know when it will take place. That's a possibility.
I can definitely see it going either way.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see it go either way, but we honestly just need more info. That teaser is not enough, Game Freak.
No, we need to know more. I love, yeah, like, I love what we got, but I need to know exactly what is happening. Just give me, like, a little bit of information about this timeline or this time frame, and I think I can work with it a bit more. But do you think, outside of Megas, do you think that they will put other gimmicks in this game? Even, like, pre-existing ones or new ones, do you think that they'll do?
I feel like they could either like bring back the strong and agile styles from Legends Arceus, but they can also introduce maybe new ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see it going either way, but I would personally love to see strong and agile style come back. I thought that was an interesting mechanic.
Yeah.
But also, I would also love to see maybe something new.
I'm gonna be real, I kind of low-key forgot about the strong and agile mechanic from Legends Arceus. That was a thing. And I think it was cool. It added another layer to the battles. It'd be nice to have something like that back, or even come back with different gimmicks. You know, it'd be interesting, and this is a little bit of me going off here, but if they implemented something like, you know, in the post game, we always get Battle Frontier stuff, or we used to. Anyways, we don't really get it anymore. If we got something like that, but you could go to different places in different arenas where they specialize in all of the different gimmicks that we've had over the years, and you get to utilize them in those specific places. Probably not going to happen, but that'd be cool too if they did something like that.
Yeah, I would love to see that personally.
You know what I want to get an answer to in this game? I would like to know what the deal was with that ghost trainer approaching you in that one building, telling you you are not the one, and then disappearing into nowhere. That has literally lived in my mind rent-free since it happened to me when I played X and Y. I need to know the answer for that. I want them to expand on that. That is the one thing I want them to expand on, because I need to know what the hell was going on there. Please. Please. Game Freak. Somebody give me an answer to what the hell was going on there, because that had no business being in the game. And if it did have business being in the game, we need more information about it. Oh god. Is there anything specific that you would want to see from this game in maybe like a gameplay standpoint? Like, kind of like how Legends Arceus, you know, you have the wild areas, or even like the mechanics with catching Pokemon and stuff. Is there something from Legends Arceus that you would want to see in Legends ZA?
I'm curious how catching Pokemon is going to work in the city, actually. Because they said, again, Nintendo confirmed this, that it's entirely within Lumiose. So I'm just super curious as to how catching Pokemon would work, how battles would work, like being in the city. There's just a lot of curiosity when it comes to gameplay. Like, even for the core gameplay aspects of Pokemon that we know. Because, like, this is definitely going to be a pretty unique game in terms of Pokemon. Because we're usually being set, like, within an entire region. But here, we're just within one city.
Yeah.
So, like, honestly, anything could happen.
Yeah, because we don't even really know, like, what our goal is going to be. Because when you play other Pokemon games, your goal is usually, okay, train, do battles, get your gym badges, take on the Pokemon League, whatever. I have no idea what the goal is going to be of this game. Like, it could be literally anything at this point.
And this is just, like, an idea I've had in my head ever since looking at the trailer. Like, when they mentioned the urban redevelopment plan for Lumiose, do you think we might be like maybe like helping with like redeveloping Lumio City?
It's possible. I think that could happen. Like we put on our freaking Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer uniform and we start fixing up the city and putting stuff places. That'd be interesting. I will say, if they're gonna go that route, it would be really nice for them to have a main character that's like an adult instead of a 10-year-old Pokemon trainer that we've had for like years and years and years. I think that could be cool if they're going with a more, you're gonna help redevelop the city. It's very unrealistic to think some random 10-year-old could just redevelop an entire city. So I think that would be cool if they decide to change it up a little bit with that.
That would be interesting. I'd personally, if that's gonna be what they do, I'd rather have like an adult character and not just a kid.
Yeah, 100%. I think that they should go in that direction at some point, especially because I'm sure they know at this point that the majority of their fan base are adults. You know what I mean? So it'd be cool if they had that in there.
Yeah, like the fan base has mostly been like young adults since Gen 4. So I feel like adding in an adult character instead of a child, I feel like we could potentially relate to the main character now that we're all adults. I don't know.
Well, it's like what they just did with Pokemon Concierge. They made something very relatable with the main character having like a job and being an adult, and it would be cool if they kind of followed that up with this game.
No, that would, I would much rather have that than have a kid. If it's a kid, whatever.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but it's just kind of like weird, especially if we're gonna be redeveloping a city. Like what? Not even tall enough to freaking get into construction equipment, but sure, redevelop an entire city. I will say this is maybe not even like a prediction, but just me talking about what I want and what I don't want for the game. And I said this to you before. I don't want to see Team Flare again. I don't know if that's a hot take, but I don't want to see them again. Like, if we're going to have an evil team, and I understand Legends Arceus did a little bit different, where Team Galactic wasn't really a thing, but it was the Galaxy team, and they weren't evil in Legends Arceus. Maybe I'd be okay with some type of Team Flare that wasn't an evil team and had different characters, but I still don't want to see them again. I don't like Team Flare. I would prefer if they just came up with something completely different. Like, if I see Lysander in that game, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
Well, like, if they do bring back Team Flare, make them not suck.
Right? They need a whole overhaul of their entire story, their design, because some of them were so bad, and they need actual character development and personalities and stuff, because I can't even name a single Team Flare admin besides Lysander. Like, that's the only Team Flare person I can remember with actual notability. So if we're gonna get them again, they need to have some character to them, something that makes them memorable, something that isn't just like random evil team. They look silly. They wear red. We need something more. They need to develop it a little bit more if they're gonna add them back.
Yeah. I'm just shaking my head at how bad I think they were. Somehow aren't the worst evil team.
Well, wait, now I'm curious. Who do you think is the worst evil team? Because I think Team Flare is like at the bottom for me. Now I have to know.
Macrocosmos from Sword and Shield.
Why am I having a bad moment? Remember, like the people who worked at like the power plant. I don't remember this team.
Yeah, then what?
I'm so confused. I don't remember them. That's terrible.
Forgot that.
Was it Rose? Because I know Rose was like...
Yeah, Rose.
I know he was the best. There was a team associated with him? I'm having a moment here. I didn't know there was an evil team associated with Rose. I thought it was just Rose. Oh my god.
They provide almost all the energy in Galar.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now, but I didn't even know that they were even considered an evil team. That's terrible. Well, they're at the bottom now for me too, because I didn't even remember that they existed.
The problem with them is...
This is so off topic, but it's just, I need to know.
I know you need to know. Rose had a great reason for what he was doing. Mm-hmm. But it made no sense. Like, this was a problem that was thousands of years in the future.
God.
He wanted to do this, like... Yeah, because this was, like, before the Galar tournament was happening at the team. And...
I do...
Leon calls him out on his bullcrap. Rose still goes with it.
I do vaguely remember this, but also, you know, if Leon, out of all people, is telling you you're an idiot, you're definitely being an idiot. Like... Oh my god. That's so terrible that I did not even remember that there was a team associated with him. I thought it was just him. Jesus. And I played through all of Sword and Shield. I don't remember there being a team. That's so funny. Oh my god.
It's not like Team Yell was great either. They were just
yeah.
girling over Marnie.
I remember Team Yell. Team Yell was dumb.
But at least they actually had, like, development in the story when we found out that, like, Marnie's older brother Piers was the leader of Team Yell. Mm-hmm. They were actually their gym members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there was some substance to them. I guess, yeah.
Very little substance.
I at least remember Team Yell. Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my evil team's ranking now and be like, I guess this was a team that I didn't remember. Freaking F tier team. and then it's Team Flare, and then Team Yell is probably on top of that. They're kind of all like jumbled together in this soup of nothing. Anyways, that was completely off topic.
Even with Team Flare, like, yeah, they had an ultimate weapon that was actually terrifying, but they didn't even build it.
No.
That was AZ.
Yeah. They just kind of found it. Didn't they just... I think they just kind of found it. We're like, this is what we're using. And then they put on those glasses, those silly glasses.
Just, oh my god.
The shutter shades. Good lord.
That was way off topic.
I know, but it's okay. The moral of that was, if we're gonna see Team Flare again, they need to be better. They need to do better. I don't want to see the Team Flare as it was returning at all.
Yeah.
All right, I think I pretty much talked about everything that I wanted to talk about the game. Was there any final thoughts that you had or other topics you wanted to bring up about Pokemon Z-A? Pokemon Zaza. I had to say it once. I had to say it once. Okay, I won't say it again. Go on.
I guess just my final thoughts on the game as a whole, from what we've seen, I'm really excited for it. Like, they're definitely, like, taking a different approach with this game. Mm-hmm. I definitely appreciate that. But I just hope they don't mess this up. I
feel that. I think that that's every Pokemon fan's thoughts right now is like, please just don't mess this up. Like, you have something good here. I think the Pokemon Company, Game Freak, whoever is pulling the strings at this point, I think that they have something really good here. They have a great foundation for it, good ideas, they need to stick the landing. We need to actually get a good game from this. And I have hope, especially with the release date not being this year, with it being next year. I have hope that they'll be able to work on this and make something really cool. And I just can't wait till we get to see more about it to hopefully solidify some of those hopes and make us feel a little less anxious about it, if anything.
But yeah, that's just the thing with this like game right now. We only have a teaser. There's no info on the game whatsoever except for that one Nintendo tweet and just speculation and rumors at this point.
Yeah.
We just need more info.
Yeah. No, 100%. I totally agree. We did, however, just talk for over an hour about a minute trailer or whatever we got, so there was some substance to it, I will say. But yeah, we need to know more. We need some more information. We don't even know, like, I know that there has been talk about a Switch 2 coming out. I don't know if this is going to be on that or not. I'm pretty sure it won't be. But, like, we don't even really know stuff about that. Like, are they going to put it on a new system? We have no idea. So
I just thought that was a little silly when people were bringing up.
Yeah, I did see some of your Twitter posts.
They were like saying, "Oh, Switch family is like Nintendo Switch systems. That means Switch 2 confirmed." I'm like,
no, yeah, it's not confirmed.
The Switch has 3 models.
Yep.
Please, they've done that marketing before for Detective Pikachu.
It's just, I did see people jumping to conclusions. So I'm like, let's not do that. We literally have no information about that yet. Like, relax. Let's not do that.
Because, like, we know nothing about when the Switch 2 is coming out. All we have are rumors and leaks that may be true or false. I don't know. But, like, at best, we have rumors of the Switch 2. There's nothing that's been officially confirmed.
No, yeah. And it's like what I said about this game too, like, we don't really know what's gonna happen when it comes out. Like, will it be on the Switch? Probably. Is the Switch 2 gonna be out at that point? Nobody has any idea. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be confirmed, and even the actual system it's gonna be on kind of needs to be confirmed too. So there's a lot of information that we don't have yet, and I'm hoping that as the year goes on, we get some more information, and I hope that it's good. I hope it's all good news. That's all I want. I don't want them to release a trailer and it's a bunch of silly stuff. Like, I just want good news. Please.
Yeah, like, we don't even know what the Switch in 2024 is mostly gonna have in terms of games. Like, all I really know is like the Peach game, the Mario remake. Like, there's not much we know about the Switch in 2024 at this point.
Yeah, and it's only March too, which I think, me included, but a lot of people kind of forgot that the year just sort of started. Obviously, we're 3 months into it, but it just sort of started. So there's a whole lot of stuff that we still could get information on in regarding the Switch and what's to come in the future of the Switch as well. So yeah, it's kind of all up in the air at this point. Any final thoughts, or were you all good with your information, your predictions, the rambling that has happened this evening?
I mean, that's kind of how podcasts are. But
Yeah.
But I'm excited for Z-A. I really think it's going to be a unique Pokemon game, something very different. Kind of like how Arceus tried being different, and that was fun. But, like, just all I ask for Legends ZA is, like, give us a diverse Pokemon roster, many generations. Like, give us more. Well, obviously, give us more Megas. Like, I can't say much in terms of what I want the story to be like, because, again, we know nothing.
Yeah.
But, like, just please, Game Freak.
Please be good.
Played your games since the very beginning. Please make this really good.
I agree, 100%. Please.
Like, if this is a great game, do you know, like, how huge it's gonna be?
It's gonna be awesome.
A very different Pokemon game that's actually great. That would be absolutely massive.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like we haven't gotten anything that's been super innovative and really polished and well done for a long time. Like, probably since the DS, in my opinion, anyways. So it's been a hot minute, and I think that we deserve some good food at this point. That's my opinion.
As Gordon Ramsay would say, finally, some good fucking food.
Yep, exactly. That's all I want from this game. Like, please, Pokemon, please give us some good fucking food.
Just please at least be good.
Mm-hmm.
Or see this as fun. Like, even if it's just really fun, I will take that.
Yeah.
Personally. Because, like, as much as I love Scarlet and Violet, those games have problems.
Yes.
Wazoo.
Yes.
Problems. Because I want this game to be polished. If it's polished, I will take that. Please, Game Freak. I'm begging you.
I'm begging you.
Hey, shut up.
No, that honestly is 100% how I feel. My final thoughts or final hopes for this game is I want it to run good. I want it to be a proper, working, polished, finished game, which sounds so silly that it's like, that's what I really want. Like, that should be how every game is, but that's besides the point. I do want that. And obviously I want more megas. I want their Pokedex to be diverse, but being somebody who's a very story-driven, like, I really like story-driven games, I want them to get a really good story for this game. That's one of the things that I want. I want them to hit it out of the park with the story, make the game run properly, make it polished, make it solid, and I'll be happy with just that. Good story, polished gameplay, give me some good Pokemon. Mega B-Barrel, that's it. That's all I need. My outros, by the way, are never consistent. So I'm just gonna say whatever. But yes, thank you everybody so much for watching this video. Make sure to go check out Kdog's channel. There will be a link in the description. He makes really awesome videos and is always just making new stuff and got a lot of different content on there. I'm sure that he will be keeping everybody posted with the development of this game and kind of any information that we get about Legends at A. So go check out his channel 100%. Of course, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell. You know what to do. All those little silly buttons that help support my channel. I would be very appreciative. And I just hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and you take care, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and also, thank you, Kdog, for coming on the channel and doing the video with me. I appreciated it, and it was lovely having you here. Hopefully I'll get to see you again on the channel.
Oh, I'm sure we'll definitely have more opportunities on the channel.
100%. Okay, everyone, that's it. Bye!